Hi, this is TJ Muleman with Standard Co. with another Data in the Wild edition where we're going to talk a little bit about data visualizations and the difference between sort of a line chart and a bar chart and why one might be preferable over another. Okay, so here we're looking at some data, some mocked up data comparing a variety of respiratory illnesses. You've recognized COVID-2, flu, RSV. These are things that are really popular or common, I should say. And this top chart is sort of displaying all of them on one chart. And what I'd like to emphasize here that we can get away from this chart is that we see two spikes. That's the first thing your eyes immediately drawn to. You see this green spike right here. And you see this purple spike right here. The green is COVID and the purple is flu. And they're seasonal like most respiratory illnesses. But what happens with this particular chart is it washes out the rest of the data that you see here on this chart. So rhinovirus, adeno, HMPV, RSVP, all get kind of lost because there's so many lines on this chart and they're all sort of down here at the bottom. And line charts work really, really well if you've got one or maybe two series in there to kind of display, or all the series are sort of similar and maybe one diverges and you're trying to emphasize the divergent series. But in this case, what we're trying to communicate isn't so much that SARS and flu have spikes. What we're trying to communicate is the overall impact of all of these viruses. So to that end, we've created another bar chart that we think does a little bit better job of communicating what's happening. This chart is what's called a stacked bar chart. And in here, what we're seeing is we still see the two peaks, again, right around the beginning of the year and in October. But we can also see what comprises those spikes. For example, we can see here that COVID is the majority of the spike, and over here, the majority of the spike is flu. And you can kind of highlight over these in Metabase to kind of emphasize the series you're looking at, which is really nice. So again, the point here is line charts work really, really well when you're dealing with a limited number of series, or you're looking at a lot of series, but they're sort of in the same vein. Whereas a stacked bar or this type of chart works great when you're trying to communicate overall what the impact of a given data set is, while you also maintain the ability to dive into one specific series. So if you like this little tidbit of help, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, reach out to us. We'd be happy to talk to you about data visualizations and just managing your data in general. Thanks so much.